In the early stages of a relationship, what we give away without hesitation can quickly become the blueprint for how we're treated. And the easiest thing to give away without even noticing is your time. Not without some sense of logic. Many men think that being available shows interest and demonstrates the effort that women are always demanding of them. But the reality is that the more freely you offer your time and availability, the faster it communicates that your time is not valuable, and by extension, reduces your own self-worth. Hey, my name is Todd, and thanks for stopping by. I'm a researcher, a psychologist, and I help men to better understand relationships and life through psychological lens. I wanted to take a moment to talk about something subtle but powerful, and that's how easily men give away their time to women that they meet and the often negative effects that it has. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe for more. Now, let's break down the connection between your time and your own self-worth. So there's a lot of context here within self-concept theory and how boundaries reveal identity. According to self-concept theory, men with strong self-worth protect their time because it reinforces who they are. Your schedule is not just logistics, it's a signal that tells other people what you prioritize, what you're focused on, and what you will or will not compromise. Researchers have reported that people with stable self-esteem tend to hold clearer boundaries and to show greater consistency in their decision-making. And consistency in a world of emotional volatility and impulsive relationships is very rare leadership. On the other hand, if you find yourself rearranging your plans at the first request, or saying yes out of guilt, maybe canceling workouts to manage a woman's priorities, you're offering the most valuable thing that you have, and that's your time, as if it has no value. So understand that there is a cost to chronic availability. Now, I realize it might sound harmless to answer that late night message when you're exhausted, to maybe always be available for a woman you like, and to be eager to help. But those little concessions, they stack up fast, and people with lower self-esteem often overextend themselves because they're afraid of losing that early connection. And it's that fear of losing her that leads to behaviors that look like loyalty, but function more like an emotional dependency. The trap sets up like this. She needs to vent, so you're all ears. She's having a bad day, so you cancel your errands and take her to dinner. Maybe she's bored, so you're on your way, even if it costs you time, energy, sleep, or momentum. But the more you give without discretion, the less value she sees in what you have to offer, until eventually you don't become the man who's there when it matters. You become the man who's always available, and that's a big difference. Remember that attraction thrives on tension, not convenience. That doesn't mean playing games or running a scarcity routine just to seem like you're more important than you are. It means recognizing that availability is an early test. If someone respects your time, they'll naturally respect your space and your value. If they don't, then they'll press harder, they'll ask for more, and they'll see what else they can get without you requiring anything in return. This is why availability isn't just about time management, it's about self-respect. If you're always there, it sends the message that your time doesn't need to be earned, that your schedule is always open for anyone, and that what you're building, whether it's your career, your health, or even your hobbies, can be interrupted for someone else's convenience. And the even bigger kicker is that when you give unrestricted access too early, it doesn't create a deeper connection. It creates entitlement. And she starts expecting your time rather than valuing it, and gradually begins testing how far that pattern goes. The lesson is that reclaiming your time is reclaiming your identity. Men with clear structure show up when it makes sense, not when they're summoned. They listen when their time is earned, not when it's expected. And they give from a place of strength, not obligation. When you start to protect your time, two things happen. First, the right people lean in. They honor your presence, and they meet you with equal energy. And second, the wrong people fall away because they were never interested in you, but rather in the access that you were too quick to offer. Remember that your time is like a key. It should unlock something meaningful. But once you hand it out carelessly, it no longer opens a door to something special. Rather, it opens a gate that anyone can walk through, muddy boots and all. So here's how to respond when it's time to set limits. If you're dealing with someone who constantly tests your time boundaries, don't feel the need to argue or to over-explain. Just make it clear with a statement like, I understand that you want my time, but I need to set boundaries to preserve my own well-being. If we're going to continue this relationship, I need my time to be protected. But if she's pushed and you've already had enough, then it's time to say, I've made it clear that my time is important, but you continue to disregard that request. I can't keep sacrificing my well-being, so I need to walk away from this relationship to protect myself. Ultimately, what you tolerate today becomes the standard for tomorrow. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow. And when it comes to valuing your own time and self-worth, there's no greater teacher than consistency. If you say that your time is valuable, but give it away without pause, you're lying to them and to yourself. The lesson here is to guard your time and your self-worth with the understanding that access to you and your time is a privilege, not a right. Because once that key to your time is in someone else's hand, what they choose to unlock with it might cost you more than a couple of hours on a Saturday afternoon. So let me know your thoughts about time as a barometer of self-worth in dating and in relationships. How much time is too much to give and too soon? For more resources, check the links and my contacts in the video description, and I'll see you next time.